And so as you're traveling the road right through town, you're making your way to the the eastern side of the village, where there is a three-story tower. It stands about maybe 70 feet tall. That is uh, clearly armed, and there seems to be a number of individuals that you can see at the top of the tower that um, are serving as sentries and kind of scouting out. They clearly see you coming up the road. They don't. There's no active. It's not like they're reacting real strongly to your presence, but they're there. The whole tower just seems like it was some kind of a military. It's not like the classic wizard's tower look. It's got arrow slits. This looks like more like a military style watchtower that was constructed here probably some time ago, just based on the aging look of it. But there is some newer construction that you can see here as well, where it looks like on another high rise neighboring the tower. There's all sorts of folk uh, in the midst of construction. Looks like they're laying out the foundation of like a wall, some kind of a very large, great structure. There are construction materials, stone, wood, and tools kind of laid all about. There's probably dozens of people here, hard at work, being overseen by some more martial-looking individuals in armor and holding heavy crossbows and such. And Sith Lord Dave just redeemed by everyone a reroll, so you all get an additional. I don't think anyone's used the rerolls yet, so you should all have two at this point. Thank you, Dave. Huzzah! And thank you for the follow, Dave. Javert12. Huzzah! Thank you. Thanks everybody for the follows here tonight.
I admire your dedication, though not your morals.
So as you're approaching, maybe you could, if you're proficient in insight, you could do an insight check. If you're proficient in perception, that would work as well.
It's a little tipsy now, so she doesn't see anything.
Insight or perception.
Okay, so Teasley and Lucinda, you you pick up on something that is happening amongst the work crew as you're taking the. I don't think there's a road exactly like shown on the map there, but there's like a little road that winds up to the tower, and you're looking over to where the work crew is, over on the other hill, and you see that there's one individual that seems to like. You notice that they have seen you coming up the road, and you don't get like a good glimpse of them, but you can see that they're. It seems like they are trying to like stay out of your peripheral vision. Like they're actively like kind of moving around the crowd to like. It's like you see somebody in the grocery store and you really don't want to have a stop and chat with them and maybe like divert to like another aisle or something to get out of eye shot. This person is doing that to you.
Every time they like slip behind somebody and like look at us again, I'm gonna be pointing at him and waving.
Who are you waving at?
Oh, that guy over there. I don't know who he is, but he really doesn't want us to see him.
You know, just as a general thing, the only folks I can think of who wouldn't want us seeing them, likely their friends, pointing back to the other two bandits.
Yeah, and Zilloff, okay. With your perception check, and you noticed Teasley reacting to that, you see that individual that had the wounded, the bandage on his thigh from earlier. That is who it is. You catch his face, and he had a scar on the side of his head, and so it's like unmistakably him.
It's the The scar face.
Well,
Hey, that's the guy I shot an arrow into.
why don't you all go and run him down? I'll stay here with OT and these two. And do remember to explain what you're doing as you go tearing through the masses there. No? Okay, good.
We'll do that later.
I'm gonna keep pointing at him and waving.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for the cheer.
Well, if you're going to keep pointing at him, we see you.
And
Oh, he knows.
he's some distance. Like you would have to like go back down to the road and like go over there to like be able to like talk with him and whatever. So you can call out, and he just like, dodges around and gets out of eye shot. And like some of the other like the other workers are like noticing that that you're over on the other plateau, like staring over at them, and they're like trying to figure out like who are they yelling at, who are they talking to?
Him. No, 3
Oh
to your
no,
left.
that's okay. I'll wave at you too.
Oh. Well, he's likely a local or a worker, so we'll figure out who he is. How many folks can have the weird eye patch, and the scar, and the grin, and look like they just got shot full of arrows?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, prisoner guys. What's your friend's name?
That's a very good question.
His name is Killrent.
All right.
Wait, what?
Killrent.
Kill?
Oh, I'm in favor of that. Kill rent. No more rent.
Did he take this name on recently?
He leased it.
Don't know. It's not a very good name now, is it?
No, it's like Taser Face.
It sounds like you guys just made it up.
Oh, that's a good name.
And thank you for the DM reroll. I got one now.
Well, again, we'll take care of that, and then we'll go hunt down Killrent. Maybe there's a bounty.
We didn't get one for the other two.
No, but I don't think the militia had much money, and Burn here has a fair bit to scratch. And if we get all badgered up, then go after him, we got a head start.
I wonder if these guys work for Bird.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, that guy works for Burn. Killrent, apparently.
Well,
So this the construction guy who works for Burn. Quite the same thing.
I don't think they were employed to stop us on the road by Burn, though they may be employed by Burn in other ways.
Right.
Subcontractors, always trouble.
It's this gig economy. Everybody's got to hustle.
I don't understand you at all, Humboldt.
Yeah, maybe they went to.
That was this one.
Maybe they went to get the goods, and then we wouldn't get paid.
It would be pretty sneaky.
We get stiffed.
That would be
Let's go get paid.
Yeah, let's. Lucinda, good thinking though.
So you sounds like make your way, kind of file that information away about Killrent, and make your way to the gatehouse, which opens up as soon as you approach with the cart and whatnot. And man walks out. He's wearing a chainmail, and he's just like the other guards. And he comes out and he says, "Oh, well, you must be. This must be the delivery we were expecting. Okay, good. We're starting to get a little bit worried that maybe you got waylaid by some of the bandits out on the road. But I see you're all here, and Although
And we've brought some of the bandits with us.
that is interesting.
He tried.
Though you actually have at least one more over there on the other hill yourself. He's a bit far for us to run down.
Oh,
One of the ones that tried to waylay us, he's over there.
The one with the scar and the stupid grin, Kilrent.
He's easy to spot. He's the one who doesn't want to be seen.
okay, okay.
He's got a recent arrow wound.
Well,
We were wondering if there might be some sort of bounty.
well, yeah, I'll let you talk to Byrne about that. In the meantime, I'll be sure to put a bug in Rufus's ear that he's got someone working for. We'll try to, keep an eye on him, make sure that he doesn't. If he sounds like he's a little suspect upon seeing you. We've already had an encounter with him. We'll try to keep eyes on him, make sure he doesn't wander away.
And there would be another one. A woman, wasn't it, up in the other tree?
Oh no, we've got her here.
You got her.
Oh.
There was a gentleman that ran away.
Oh, the one that you were throwing the fire at.
Hey, he's got a bit of a singed tuchus.
Well, we'll I'll file this away in a report. We have patrols that go out at night. So definitely we'll let the shift here tonight know about. Be on the lookout for bandit with singed tuchus.
That's great. Yep.
As far as these two, we do have holding cells that we can put them in. And I can escort you inside to go talk to Byrne about perhaps there is a bounty that he'd be willing to pay for your trouble.
Sounds good.
And so you get waved into the inside of the tower. I'll switch maps here.
Galileo's going to talk to the donkey.
Okay.
Ray?
He's got that ability to talk to animals, so he's ask him if he's glad that the wagon's going to get unloaded.
The donkey says,
I got a notice that I don't have a token with vision in this scene.
probably nobody has any tokens in here right now. So you're not able to see the map?
Black
No,
screen.
Not yet.
it is
No, I
all
probably-
black.
I'll have to put tokens on here for you. Just hold off a second. I'm going to resolve this situation here with Galileo is speaking to the donkey. The donkey says, I don't know. I don't mind hauling things around. I get exercise. I like being outdoors.
That's a good attitude to have. Yeah. Don't you know?
Are you happy to be here at your destination? Maybe you can buy me some more food.
If I run across a good apple or something, I'll save it for you.
Okay. Well, that woman at the front, the one that you talked to, you went inside her house. She said the word apple.
She did. Maybe we'll be back that way at some point.
Well, maybe you can find out where she got the apples, and then we can have many apples.
Well, they're at the inn too.
Okay, so you guys are gonna leave me outside. You all abandon me all the time. You go inside these buildings. I get lonely.
I know, but they don't allow animals in. It seems unfair. I would allow you in.
Well, maybe Did you ever ask?
I could ask,
You
but
should ask.
Okay.
Anything else you want to ask, Odie?
Not at the moment.
All right.
Just to be clear, how does that sound to everybody around us? Was that the donkey making a bunch of noise?
Sorry, what?
That donkey conversation, how did that sound to us?
It's probably sounded like
A lot of
some
brains.
strange animalistic sounds were coming out of Galileo's mouth, and the donkey seemed like kind of normal, like making, you know.
What just happened?
Oh, I
think
just
he's had too much to drink.
just wanted to say something to your donkey.
You could talk with the donkey?
Oh yeah. All us druids can.
Well, I've known a fair number of people who can talk out their ass. I suppose some people could talk to them.
Oh yeah. We can. He's a good donkey. Likes his job.
As long as you keep him to a regular number of oats, he'll eat like crazy if you let him.
Oh, you should save an apple for him.
Sure.
So
He'd like that.
I've thrown some tokens on the map. Are you able to see anything now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yep. And I didn't do which is fine. There's nothing really to hide here exactly. So on this map, basically just process what's happening is the guard is ushering you into this first room here. The stairway up to the gatehouse actually rises up to this first floor here. And there's a big almost like a banquet table that is laid out, very orderly. There are set placings out in front of each of the chairs. You get the sense that this is kind of a place where maybe some meetings with the mercenaries, the badgers happen here. Maybe some public events and such. And then there is. And it's decorated. There are kind of regal looking portraits of a wizardly looking individual in a gown, dark skin, long black hair, stereotypical little black pointy hat. And then there's another individual with kind of a handlebar mustache, very muscled tan individual. In all of these portraits of him, he's wielding or carrying with him a two-handed blade, a great sword. Many of the portraits, they're separate. In others, they are together. And with these two prisoners that you have, the guard seems to be willing to take them, and he suggests he can take them down to the holding cells and keep them there. And he directs you to head upstairs to go and speak with Byrne.
Wait, if I could just get back the manacles once they're in the cell, that'd be stellar. Oti, no, Oti, stop trying to come up the stairs. Why is my donkey now trying to come upstairs?
Oh, I asked him if he gets lonely sitting outside, and he wanted to stay with us.
He's a donkey.
He has feelings too, you know.
He has the cart on his back. If he comes up the stairs, all of the stuff will fall out the cart.
That's true. I'll go out and stay with him.
No, I could. If you need some help, I could help unattach the cart. That's no problem. We could let him in.
He just no. All right, earmuffs time, donkey, and then he puts the earmuffs and the eye patches on and chocks the wheels and gives him the bag of oats. He wasn't supposed to have the oats till tonight. Stop putting weird thoughts into my donkey's head.
I didn't make no suggestions to him. These is his own thoughts. He just didn't have someone talk to him before.
Stop encouraging my donkey.
It's nice to talk, though. You try to do it more.
So, you
upstairs is over here?
Yeah. The chat's predicting that the donkey's going to be the true hero of the campaign, and that very well could be.
It already
is.
Yeah, it is. That's the...
Look, you got to be careful with this donkey. His brain could dry out, and he could get wild thoughts about it. Oti is prone to such things.
So
he's got a good attitude. He wouldn't do that.
You say that, but if you read too many books, or you talk to too many weird druids,
or you see too many windmills.
Too many windmills. Oh no, we've had a disagreement about where the stairs go.
The stairs lead you up, and yes, Lucinda is in the right spot. That's where you'll be directed to go and talk to Burn. And as you come into the chamber, you could see a workbench that occupies much of the middle of the space and off to the northern wall there. All sorts of books and tomes are open. This is just clearly, like, everything about this room just, like, radiates that a wizard lives here. There are beakers, jars, flasks, and the like. Most are filled with strange ingredients and herbs and bones and just odd things some things that you can't even identify exactly. But sitting at a desk across the room as you enter is this familiar-looking face from the portraits down below. I don't know if I can share his portrait or not.
Just imagine Lionel Richie in a pointy hat.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, if you zoom in on his token, it's a pretty good... I mean, you can get real zoomed in on that token.
Oh, yeah, you can. Wow. So that is where you're at. And as you come in, I presume somebody's toting that crate of stuff with you.
Oi, you has a look of a fella who appreciates a good crate of alchemical supplies and has the wherewithal to pay for it.
Well, I am glad to see that you've brought the supplies. Now, let me inspect. None of this cracked or broke during transport, did it?
No, actually, we just had a bit of an inspection by your good friend Roth there at the edge of town.
He just kind of chuckles. Yes. Well, let me take a look here. And he's starting to peruse the crate. He's pulling up the different flasks and whatnot, inspecting them, and he says, "Okay, this all looks good. But did they remember? Did you get the powdered iron? Oh, here it is. Okay, good. And the silver? Yes. Okay. Well, this looks like everything is in order here. Let me just see. And payment, of course." And he reaches in below his... underneath his desk, he pulls out a small chest, opens it up. It seems like there's some number of coinage in there, and he compensates you for the cost for purchasing these supplies, and then provides you each with 15 gold. So you can mark that down on your character sheets. He says, "Well, yeah, I hope you didn't have too much trouble bringing it here."
Well, we had a bit of a run-in with some bandits, and we brought 2 of them here. Well, 3 of them, but 2 of them are alive.
And 1 free range.
Oh, I see. I imagine they took care of that for you downstairs. Took them off your hands.
They did, yes. Well, we didn't bring them up.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. We'll let them stew in the cells for a bit, till we can see if they learned their lesson. Well, clearly, you're all very competent. You're able to deal with them, no problem. Not everyone can say that, those that travel the road into Hommlet here. Some talent like you, very few and far between. Would you be staying long, or are you looking for additional work?
I don't like work, but I do like pay.
Well, I have something that maybe wouldn't be so much work if you could angle it correctly. How are you with big birds?
How big?
Well, it's not really the bird that I'm interested in, but its eggs. There's a griffin nest not far from here. I have a keen interest. I would like to have one myself.
Just
Griffin's only part, I think.
Could you back up just a teens? You said bird, and then you said griffin.
Well,
which one would it be?
Griffin, of course.
Wizard be able to tell the difference between a bird and a wizard.
Well, no. See,
a bird and a wizard, they're not even similar.
Though it's the griffin bit that, see, the bird bit of the griffin isn't so much the bit I worry about. It's the claws and the beak that's a little bit bigger than
the lion parts.
Yeah, the lion parts.
What?
Well,
there's a bird that has lion parts?
No, there's a griffin that does.
Yeah.
It's also got bird parts.
Have you not heard of a griffin? They're on every shield, like every knight. Like, have you never seen a device?
Like night after night, it just goes on forever.
It's not a normal beast. Magical.
Dane's gonna pull out his shield, and he's gonna be like, "There's no griffin on my shield."
I do like eggs, though.
Yeah.
Me too.
I didn't even know they laid eggs. I thought they might give live birth.
Bird, you wanna hatch the egg? You wanna have a griffin baby?
You got it. I want to have my very own griffin.
Are you gonna sit on it until it hatches?
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but we're going to hatch it. Yes.
Oh, it was really funny to think you might sit on it.
What are you looking to pay?
Well, I will pay you per egg that you can acquire and bring to me. I'm willing to pay 250 gold for each. I have reason to believe it might have a clutch of maybe between 3 to 5 eggs.
Why not just
Is this the time of year that they nest?
Yes, it is, and actually, this is a fortuitous time to try to get these eggs. So you see, normally these creatures, they would be up high altitudes in the mountains in larger packs, but I have reason to believe there's just one mated pair in this particular spot. There's an old watchtower out not far from town to the southeast.
I'm no math expert, but one pair means 2.
I've
I've heard that these Griffin are pretty tough.
Well,
That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
We don't have to kill the Griffin. Just have to, get away from it.
Yeah, why not just tame one already around? Why do you need the eggs?
Well, you see, you need to have it from a young age in order for it to take to domestication. The adult ones,
Violent?
not a little bit violent.
Oh.
Yeah.
You betcha.
That's what they said about me too.
I'm not against this idea. Trying to go after these Griffin eggs. And you say they're not too far away. And they have a clutch of eggs. Would you happen to have sent anyone there before? Or are we the first to have this task?
I mention things all the time. I have no way of knowing if anyone went out that way or not. Nobody has ever come back with any.
That's both encouraging and discouraging.
Does that cancel out and then it's just encouraging?
Could be. Does anyone have any particularly keen eyesight to be able to pick out eggs in a nest of a griffin from a safe distance? I'm a bit night blind and particularly keen-eyed even during the day.
My sight isn't above average, I don't think. I don't just...
Oh, or perhaps knowledge of how griffins would behave with eggs in the nest. I would just feel absolutely terrible if we got up there, got torn up by griffins, and there were no eggs in the nest.
I know all about griffins.
Oh, that's good.
I just said I didn't. Just kidding.
I
if you're paying attention, that's all. I was just wondering if you're paying attention. I know nothing about griffins.
I grew up in the wild and seen a lot of birds, but griffins are pretty rare, and we don't run across griffins often. So
I can be kind of sneaky. I could go and take a look.
I have no objection to that. Just didn't want everybody getting tore up for nothing. Or worse, get all tore up and realize that the last folks fell forward on the eggs and there's just Hommlet left.
Oh, it's Hommlet. It sounds similar, but it's different.
Oh,
now I'm getting hungry.
So I think we'll take the job. Would there be anywhere that we could leave my donkey, as I don't think he and Griffins will get along, or they'll get along far too famously.
Absolutely.
Well, you can loan him out to the brewer.
No, he's a donkey.
I know, but the brewer needs a donkey to transport his brew.
You can't.
You could
just
rent him.
You can't just put things on a donkey and set. You have to go with them. They're donkeys.
Well, I'm sure he's got other.
It's my donkey.
I know. I said you could rent him.
But then what would no? You know what? It's okay. I'm sure there's a stables about. A little pasture, lovely farmland.
Well,
He'll
you'll
have a great
to pay
time.
the stabler then. I was giving you an opportunity that you could make money.
Burns says, you realize the tower's just outside of town. You won't be gone that long. I'd be happy to take your donkey and stable him here. It'll be safe. We'll feed him.
If we die, it's a free donkey.
An apple once in a while?
I'm sure I could spare an apple for your donkey.
It's just, you know what? It's fine. We'll leave him tied up outside. He'll graze a little bit. He'll have a lovely time. I'll leave him an apple. Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh, Griffin nest.
Griffin nest. I'm going to take the big crossbow with me and a few of these bolts just in case. If anybody needs the littler ones, they're in the back along with those bent swords.
Burn tell us exactly where the Griffon nest is?
Yeah, he'll give you directions to where this tower is. It's enough of a monument that he can kind of give you a general area, and you're likely to see it once you go in that direction of where he points you. Before we head out there, is there anything that you want to do before you head out? Anything you want to do, like, in town? It sounds like it's maybe like an hour outside of town, so getting rations and all that isn't necessary. You should be able to get there and back and be back in town ready for a long rest, maybe at the inn here yet tonight.
Zilaf would ask a bit and finally ask to maybe get like some type of ranged weapon, like a little hand crossbow or something. Maybe he could, if it was okay with everyone else, he'd ask to like exchange one for the other.
I have a light crossbow.
Oh, and he grabs it and he's
light crossbow. The little teeny ones, they're a bit pricey.
There's too many moving parts on them.
So we did get 2 light crossbows. I don't know about hand crossbows. Yeah.
He'd ask to try to exchange for one, maybe in town quickly. If he could exchange a sword for one or something, just something more ranged.
No, we have 2. We have 2 light crossbows that you
Listen.
have.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, you could.
This is very difficult for me to use. I need something a little smaller, something that will fit in my hand. I understand it's light, but it's very difficult.
But it's in the name. It's light crossbow. Oh, you know what?
Are we having a long rest or something before we attempt this?
I don't think you are, unless you are, in which case that would probably be we'd probably call it an end there.
I do not need one yet. If anyone else is in dire straits,
no. I'm okay.
I'm not in dire straits, but I did take a couple points of damage, and we are first level, so
you can take a. I mean, you can take a short rest, no problem.
We had a long rest,
and you took a long rest between
battle.
Yeah.
After
you can't.
Since the combat, we've had a long rest.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, this is the next day.
Yeah, we camped overnight.
So, Isaac, to your point about trading, the valuation of the hand crossbow is quite a bit more than the light crossbow, so the trade for trade wouldn't work.
Okay, sounds good. He'd kind of go, okay.
All right.
Just as a curiosity, should we bring along like a big bloody hunk of something as bait?
Oh, it couldn't hurt.
The donkey?
No, that's you know what? You go over there for a bit, and as
donkey would hear that,
it's a donkey. He can't. Never mind.
He heard apple before.
What?
He
Don't
heard
teach my donkey how to talk.
He recognized the word.
I
You can't stop this. It's happening.
It's a donkey.
So
that's a smart donkey. He knows how to say apple.
Let's we'll if I can, as we go through town, buy a small goat, something that can easily be shoulder carried.
Yeah. We will say we'll say that costs like, I don't know, 5 silver. You're looking just for a bit of meat. It doesn't have to be. Are you looking for a live animal or like something that's already been like cut up and?
Whatever's reasonable and set. Like if they have a haunch of something that's a little off, that's totally fine as long as it's
Sure.
kind of wrapped up and carryable.
Yeah. Yeah, no
for a
problem. There's definitely like a butcher in town, and they can sell you a big slab of meat that will suffice to be bait for a griffin.
And we'll a little tarpaulin, something waterproofed or waxed just to keep it from leaking, smelling too bad as we're on our way up and getting prematurely baited.
Sure. So, anything else? Any other purchases or preparatory things you want to do while you're still in town?
Zilloff is going to quietly, hopefully not drawing too much attention, try to take one of the light crossbows anyway.
Okay. I'm embarrassed after the protest. Sure. Make a sleight of hand check.
All right.
And who, I don't know, was Humboldt carrying it?
They were just kind of like in the cart, so they're
okay.
Fine.
So yeah, Zilloff, you managed to
Oh.
grab that.
What the hell? I thought I had 3 of these.
He's gonna know.
All right. So I presume you can't see this without having tokens on there quite yet.
I'm at 50%.
Yes,
Same.
50% loading. So I will refresh.
Based on the stagger on Twitch, I think it might just be all upload speed right now.
Oh, I do see my token, but my token does not have dark vision.
Yep.
Okay.
I see my token, it's just like a fadey outline.
Let me just, it's probably...
I think it's just a little lag yet.
It's probably also token vision.
Vision.
I gotta...
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
You can see it now?
Dun-dun.
Okay.
Yep.
Daylight happens.
So it takes you about an hour to navigate outside of town into this structure, which is a very old, dilapidated tower. The whole top side has collapsed and given way. You can see rubble. It just kind of surrounds the area. It sits on a raised up hill that kind of overlooks an old road. You thought the road that you came in on was bad. This is hasn't been used in a long time. And as you are approaching, you were I don't know. Why don't you have anybody who wants to? Well, I guess describe to me again, like kind of your plan. Are you first trying to like see right now, like as you're getting closer to the tower, from like the lower elevation, it's raised up. It's sort of hard to see any sort of nest or anything like that. But
I think the plan is that I'm gonna sneak up and take a look.
okay.
Do any of you magic folk have a way to like distract a griffin? Keep it busy?
Oh, sure. Well,
Okay.
busy for how long?
I don't think we'll survive if we get in combat with 2 griffins.
Oh, so we'll avoid that.
I
Yeah.
would love to avoid that. We don't want to go by any griffins.
So what I was thinking was if the Griffins aren't there, we sort of smear around the haunch and then huck it off the far side, take the eggs, run the other way. So if they come up, they smell the haunch, they go after that, we've got a little bit of a head start. If they are there, we try and draw one away with the haunch and then go after the other and try and keep them separate. If they come straight at us, we die, and we try and avoid that.
Right, okay.
Pick up a
Hey.
plan.
Nobody told me I have to run.
You can run towards them if you like, and I will
Here's the
sing
thing.
your praises at
You
your
know,
wake.
Dane, I would like to encourage you to think that you don't have to run. Because if you don't run, we don't have to run as fast.
Okay.
And though I would like for us all to survive, it seems like a profitable a group of fellas and ladies and folks. Poor
So,
word choice.
so I'll go and sneak up then and see if they're there.
All right. So, fairly steep incline, but you can start to kind of crawl up there sneakily like if you want to do a stealth check
Sure.
as you ascend.
I've got a reroll. I've got 2 rerolls. I'm going to use one.
Sounds good. That's better. As you are making your way up there, Teasley, I imagine maybe you take pause once you get to kind of the where it crests over onto flat land, and give me a perception check as you head up there. Okay. And I gotta do something real quick just to see, because I don't know myself.
Chris, perception.
Yeah. You can tell I'm very perceptive.
So, you climb up there, and it's not quite like the sun hasn't set yet. So there's still, it's like crowning over the crest of the horizon. There's a little bit of that kind of evening orange glow across the landscape here. So you got sight, and as you get up there, you can see that there is definitely a large mound of like sticks and debris that has been packed together into the northeast corner of that tower. You're looking through what probably was the gate at one point. It is so since completely blown away, and you just have a clear shot to view inside the guard house, and you can see there is a griffin there that is sitting atop what looks like and let's determine that. See how many eggs. So there are 3 eggs in the nest that you could plainly see.
Okay.
There's also another griffin that is maybe just a little bit larger. You imagine it's probably the male, as it isn't sitting directly on the nest, but it is not actually in the tower. One second. I'll just ping it and I'll get the token, but it's you can see it out of the corner of your eye, like over on the western side of the tower, sleeping, it looks like.
Okay. Well, I will turn back to everyone and motion with like thumbs up and 3 fingers.
Wait, there's 3 griffins now?
And then I will creep over the edge in the direction of the tower.
I'm also a little confused as to that gesture.
Maybe 3
I
eggs.
think he meant 3 eggs.
I don't know why.
Supposed to
he's
look
going
like
there.
griffins.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so you climb up onto kind of the plateau there, and the one on the nest also seems that it is sleeping. It twitches once in a while, but eyes are closed. It seems to be resting comfortably. has not woken up as you approach.
All right. Well, I'm going to wait around a little bit to see if anybody else climbs up here. And then I'm going to get impatient. And I'm going to go in there.
You've got another roll.
Just to confirm, no one is climbing up there, right?
Wasn't the plan go look and come back?
I think comeback was maybe more implied than it stated explicitly.
Oh.
I'm sure they would have hit the what? I mean, no, he wouldn't.
If
No,
he wants
there's
to
no
go get
way.
him himself,
He'll be coming back. There's no
Yeah,
problem.
Did he
Yeah.
have
it's fine.
did he have the meat with him?
Nope.
That
It's
was
made
going
of
to be my
meat.
question. Okay.
I
So-
do not have the meat.
Teasley,
No, I've got that here. So they have to come back.
Yeah, they'll be coming, of course.
Yeah. You know, it's
Yeah.
probably just a little looser up there, taking a little longer than we would expect.
So Teasley, you creep into the tower now properly.
Yep.
Most of the ground here, you could see evidence that there maybe was flagstone once long time ago, but a lot of it is eroded and it's more or less soil at this point. You can see there's an exit out, big hole in the tower off to the northwest, so possible second escape route if you need it.
Okay.
And the Griffon is seated on the eggs. Has not budged, is not alerted.
All right. How on the eggs is the Griffin? Would it be possible to get my hands on one of them?
Goodbye.
Let's call it a survival check. You can
Okay.
see the eggs. You're trying to assess, like, is there one that you could grab safely?
Is this doable?
And sorry, I gotta pull that chat back up. So 12. So it's like there's one that is like totally out of play. Like there's no chance that you could get that. But there are two others that you think, like one of them is a little bit of a risky bet, but there's one that seems like it's probably she's really not sitting on, and that would be the one that you could easily kind of, as long as you can get over there, you know, without disturbing her, you could pluck that out without like brushing it up against her feathers or anything.
Yeah, we're going for it.
All right. So I think a sleight of hand check, just to you're up there sneakily, like it's about not disturbing the nest.
I will use my second reroll.
Yeah. Oh no.
And then I'm going to use favored by the gods and add 2d4 to that.
Okay.
So it's a total of 16.
I think that's pretty much what you needed. So, like, you're kind of like playing like a game of Operation as you get your hands on the egg. You're just like noticing like there's a little bit of debris and such underneath it that seems to kind of wobble, and so you're futzing a little bit until you find just like the perfect way to roll this out. Kind of tip it upside down and curve it to get it out, and it's pretty large. It's not so big that even as a halfling you can't grab hold of it
I'm
and bring it out.
voicelessly muttering prayers to Brandobarus as I do this.
And you've got it in your hands. Trying not to make any false moves here. Backing up.
And I get out of the tower and I run for it.
All right.
I come up over the edge, running down the hill, holding this egg above my head.
Does it look like they're holding something above their head?
Like
Oh my!
the large stone, perhaps?
I
Oh shit!
not sure I want
About-
to go near him.
That's an egg.
Oh,
About
for long
halfway-
and saying
About halfway down the hill, I can't hold in the giggles anymore, and they just come peeling out.
what ever loving and loading up the crossbow.
That noise rouse anything up the hill?
I'm just about to do a quick perception check on the one that's on the
Oh.
outside to see.
Mm.
Oh no!
Oh,
And Papa Griffin, you all see its like wings expand, and it's like kind of still a little bit groggy, but it's looking down at you all, and I think this is where and Teasley, I think you're already down there. You've like maybe slid down the hill, and we will roll initiative here real quick.
It does look like a lion.
An angry lion.
I don't think that was black.
Beasley hasn't said a word, but is still giggling ferociously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
All right, everybody on the initiative tracker at this point.
Yes.
All right, so we will begin combat. Mama Griffin is not awake. Dane, it is your turn. Big angry Griffin towering overhead. What will you do?
Oh.
Sorry, I hadn't rolled yet.
It didn't put me in, Alex.
I see you.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
maybe that's the unknown combatant is me. I don't know.
You're on a 19 on.
You're in
I
a-
see you on the tracker.
That's
Okay,
weird.
cool.
I didn't know.
Never mind.
Dane is going to shoot his crossbow at it.
all right.
And miss.
That will miss. All right. Anything else, Dane?
He is going to cast Shield of Faith on our little halfling friend.
Sounds good. Extra EC. Ziloff, it is your turn.
He goes and reaches into his pouch, brings out a small kazoo, and he goes and sings. He'll go and start humming as quietly as he can. Griffin, go to sleep.
All right. Roll it up.
Okie dokie. Sleep, cast spell. You know what? Oops, it moved. Sleep, cast spell. I'm gonna put
You'll
it
just-
right.
You'll just have to
Ja.
roll the 5d8 separate.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to put it there.
Get the
'cause
range.
It was asking me to put the. I'm gonna click damage and see if that does it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. 5d8. There you go.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a
Same
respectable
roll.
number. Let me take a look. Doesn't seem to do it though.
Sometimes that's the problem with sleep, you know? Just sort of reveals the problem.
Yeah.
Next up is Lucinda.
I'm gonna take a step forward and yell back at you all like, run for it. And I'm gonna ready an action to attack this griffin if it comes into melee range. I just get my shield up and get ready to chop at it.
Okay, sounds good. Ready to action for Lucinda.
Ziloff nods back when you say run for it.
And Galileo, it is your turn.
How far away is he?
He's right where he is on the map. So that would be from you. Looks like about 40 feet or so.
Okay. I'm going to shoot ice knife at him.
Okay. All right. So hit the attack.
I'd like to do a reroll.
Sounds good. If ever there was a time.
Nice. Oh.
Unfortunately, that is going to miss. Anything else, Galileo?
Does an ice knife still detonate?
Not right now. No.
It does still detonate.
What's that?
Okay.
Oh,
Hit or
Ice
miss,
Knife
the
has the
shard
two
then
effects.
explodes to the target, and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw. So he'll make that 19. And this is not a half one, so okay. So he manages to dodge out of the way of that. Next up is Teasley.
All right, I am going to cast a minor illusion to make an illusion of the egg in front of me, closer to the Griffin, as I tuck the actual egg into my clothes. And then I'm going to run away from it, and as I do, I will cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Let's handle this with a couple of skill checks. Give me an Arcana check along with the minor illusion.
Okay. 13.
And give me a sleight of hand check for the hiding of the egg.
14.
Okay. So, you can see that it notices the egg. Like its gaze is drawn to that for a moment. It draws its attention back to the party, but not necessarily you. Before when it first emerged on the hill there, it was looking directly at you. With this little bit of trickery, you get the sense that it's just enraged that you're all here in the presence of its egg, but its ire is not drawn directly towards you.
All right.
And then you cast Sanctuary, and anything else?
Run away.
Run away. Humbled, it is your turn.
No, we either all run or all stay.
Oh no, I'm coming.
And so he will take a shot with his heavy crossbow that he's standing there with. Ka-chonk. Chow. He will use his reroll. Chow. He will still miss terribly. And then he's like, something wrong with his crossbow. Tosses that aside, pulls the pike off of his shoulder, and takes position.
Before you do all that, roll me a
Yep.
d6.
I don't wanna.
All right, you're okay.
Oh, you're fine.
So then he will take the pike off his shoulder, step behind Lucinda here, who's got the shield and sword and such, and just he looks like he's very skilled, one might say a master with his polearm. So should the Griffin come close, he'll give it a little pokey poke.
Sounds good. It is then Griffin's turn. And we shall see. Who is he going to go for? He's going to take flight and come down right here, which will activate a couple of readied actions. Or no, Humboldt, yours wasn't. Was yours a readied action?
I get to do it as a reaction when they enter my threat zone, so
Okay.
I do get to poke.
So an attack from Humboldt and an attack from Lucinda.
For you.
Okie doke. Poke.
That's a hit.
A poke. Normal poke. 6 points of poke.
All right, so you manage to pierce through and do the first points of damage here.
I'll take my reroll.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
That'll
Yes.
hit. 13 points of damage.
Outers.
It recoils. Oh, go ahead.
Also, I have this slasher feat that I reduce his speed by 10.
Okay.
Happened.
He essentially comes to a halt right there as he gets to you. But then he is going to go for the attack. Comes in first with his claws. This is coming at Lucinda. A 19 to hit.
That will hit.
The damage is 13 points.
Jeez.
All but one of my hit points. I make
So-
that a Constitution save, huh?
There's really no... well, you don't need to do that because those effects won't really matter if you're down to 0. But you do need
You're
to
not
give
at
me...
0.
At 1.
1.
Oh, you're at 1. Yes,
Yeah.
you do. Yep. What did I say? DC 12 con
What?
save.
I roll that. Do I
Um,
roll a save?
Constitution, and then you'll click save.
Oh, I click on the ability name.
Mhm.
I got
you got it.
you. Okay.
Nice.
So now he is a second attack with his beak.
Here's
And that is a natural 1. I'm going to use... I got one reroll. I'm going to use it on that one. Oh.
Uh-oh.
8 points of damage.
effective tanking. Okay, so I'm at -7 or 0.
Okay, so roll a d6. This is for the potential for a lingering injury. Okay, it's a nasty wound. It takes you unconscious, but that long-term scar isn't quite there.
Okay.
Then we are back to the top, and it is Dane's turn.
Dane
So it is
as his
in the
bonus
air,
action.
but just above the ground, is in the possibility of melee range.
As Dane's bonus action, he is going to. What's he going to do? Healing word on our little fighter friend.
Wouldn't say no.
Conscious is better than otherwise.
Nice.
Heal.
Oh, thank you.
All right, 6 points back.
And then he is going to pull out his mace and hit the Griffon. And I'm going to reroll.
Yes.
18 will do it.
Good rerolls.
And
3
3
damage.
points. All right. Next up is Zilloff.
Zilloff is going to Zilloff is going to
cast Fairy Fire on the creature.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. DC.
Rolls a 17.
Oh. Yep. He'll move back.
Next up is Lucinda.
I'm gonna second wind. It's just a hit die, right?
D10.
A lot of clicks. There we go.
Nice. 7
But
points
yes.
back.
Healthy hit points. And how does this griffin look?
It's still doing okay. You're getting some hits in on it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna relent anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and move 30 feet away from it. I thought we were running away.
But you
What?
All right. Anything else, Lucinda?
Oh no, my goal was to get hit while you all ran away. I accomplished.
That's a terrible idea.
I'm not a tactician. I'm a person that gets hit.
All right. Galileo, it is your turn.
Galileo is doing a poison spray on
all right. Poison spray, and it gets an 11, so damage will take hold. For 3 points of damage.
And he's going to use his ability, Hidden Step ability.
Okay. That's like what? Basically a Misty Step?
Well, as a bonus, I turn invisible until the start of my next turn.
Yep, okay.
And
Sounds good.
So he's gonna move away from him then.
All right. Sounds good. Teasley.
I'm gonna keep moving away.
Booking it away. Egg in tow.
Yep. So another 25 feet.
Humboldt.
Oh, you're just the worst at this. So Humboldt will take his pair of shots with his pike before retreating. Which I've just lost the ability to do. There we go. Pike, attack, bop, normal, 11. We'll use a re-roll. 17.
That'll hit.
How do you turn rage on in Foundry? I couldn't find it last round.
I think it's basically another thing that you would pop in the chat, so it'd be like a separate damage.
All right.
Do you have it under, like, it's like in a weird spot? Is it under your inventory?
Hang on. Is that that may have turned it on? Let me see if that did the thing. All right. So
if not, you just add 2 damage.
And I'd add 2 damage. Yeah. But...
Yeah.
So it did not add the 2 damage. So 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
And then I swing around and hit it with the butt end because I am a polar master. I do hit it with the butt end. And that does 1d4 plus 3 plus 2. 6 points of damage.
All right.
And then I move 30 feet away and stand behind my good friend who is teaching me how to run away.
It's sort of a controlled retreat.
I am. You'll want to keep your eye on the beastie as it comes towards us again.
Well, as it turns out, as it turns to the Griffin's turn, it took a lot of damage here in this round, and the spell that finally took hold seems to have spooked it enough that it turns around and begins to fly up and away. I think technically, Dane, you were in melee
Thanks
range
for
with
the
it.
raid. I'm
Do you want to
Butterbean.
take that attack of opportunity? Okay, you are taking it.
The answer is yes.
3.
And as you do that, it kind of turns around and it's going to attack you instinctually. Goes for a beak. And by the way, Butterbee says, welcome, Raiders. Thanks, Proficiency Bonus, for stopping on over. We're at the tail end of our Temple of Elemental Evil session here tonight. A 19 to hit, Dane.
Oh, Butterbee! No, Dane!
9 points. And if that's more than half, which of your total health, give me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
You can do it, Dane.
Ooh, so
Dane.
close.
Use
Roll a... What's that?
Use a reroll on that.
You can use a reroll. Yes, absolutely. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Thank you for the follow, Mystic Water 88. Huzzah. All right. Give me a D10. A 5. Let's see. With a 5, you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Oh no!
And he's got a second attack.
Oh, no.
Oof. By Dane.
And he has advantage because you're stunned.
23 to hit.
Oh, no.
7 points.
Dane is down.
Were we really going to leave the dwarf behind? Because he seems to have flagged a bit.
Alright, keep moving, I'll get him.
Yeah, maybe the Griffin will still leave. Like, it's not gonna eat him.
Dane, give me a D6 roll.
Depends on if dwarfs are good tasting or not.
Can't possibly be. Look at him.
I mean, he's been soaking in the finest of spirits for years now.
Oh, he's pickled.
Brian, it's pickled.
All right. No lingering injury from that. And it is your turn. So first, death saving throw.
Hey, nice.
And you have 1 hit point. It is your turn. This thing is ready. You are about to be lunch. What do you do?
Jeez, I don't know. I'm down on the ground though, right?
You're prone, so it'd be half your movement to stand up.
All right, I'll stand up and I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead on it.
All right.
Ooh, all in.
It fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh,
Untold Dead, if you click versatile, is it the higher damage?
12 damage.
Is that how that works?
Well done.
Nice. Nice.
So, and just like that, you come back to Moradin is with you and gives you a second lease on life here. As you wake up, you utter that spell, and it has never worked quite as clutch as it has right here, because instantly you see the thing's neck snap, and it falls and keels over, and you have defeated this griffin.
And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to run away.
Sounds good.
I mean, it occurs to me that we're now down to just one Griffin. Do we keep running?
Or I
That
think
one nearly
count
killed
our
2 of us.
blessings.
I think we
we
do.
got one egg, and that's think we should take it.
If we could bait the other one away, not fight it, but I don't know that that's gonna work. If any of us knew anything about making a trap, maybe, but I don't think we have any idea what we're doing.
Come back tomorrow and steal another one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Whoa, thanks for the jams,
And thanks for the cheer, chat.
By the way, how much does a Griffin weigh approximately? Could we take it with us in any reasonable fashion?
Only we had a cart.
Okay.
You don't have the cart, I don't think, with you, and even then, it would probably put some strain on your cart.
Can handle 2,000 pounds. 2,000 pounds.
Are any parts of a Griffin worth something?
So maybe but you'd have to be here harvesting, and you have a question of how much time do you have before that other. It's not like this was a super quiet situation that happened out here.
True, we did just
still running down the mountain. I'm just saying we could go back.
We'll go back tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Now you're not going to break that egg on the way down.
It wasn't my plan.
Okay. It's just you're sort of carrying it in a weird belly way.
Well, it's safe that way, like a baby.
I'm a big guy. I'm not real strong, but I can lug a lot of stuff because I'm so large. So I could take him and the egg together.
Oh, you can take the egg if you want. Or if you want to carry me, that's fine. I don't mind.
No, I just don't want you running down the hill like hee, I've got an egg again.
That was fun though. That was pretty great.
Yeah, but did you notice how the Griffin saw it too?
Yeah, that made it kind of better.
I mean, have you seen the claw marks on the two of them?
Yeah, that part's unfortunate.
I'm surprised you didn't go after him.
Well, I tricked it with an illusion.
So,
how are you feeling there, Dane?
That hurt quite a bit.
Come on, buddy.
Not to cut all this too short here, but I'm gathering that you're headed back. We are a little bit past our time here, so we're going to kind of fast forward here, wrap the session up. Byrne will make good on his deal with you, and pay you out the 250 gold. We can handle that kind of off stream. The weird fraction that will happen here with 6 of you. And he, as sort of a bonus, he puts you up with some lodging at the Stumbling Ogre, so you'll have a free night here at the tavern to stay over, and more than likely he will have some more jobs for you in the future. And there are some other rumors that have popped up during the session. Likely can check that out in our Discord server, players or anyone out in the audience that might be playing in a future session. Come into our Discord server. We've got a whole section of channels that are devoted to this campaign, and all of those rumors that pop up in there are quests that future groups will be able to follow and see where they lead. So this was our first session of Temple of Elemental Evil. Everyone is still looking pretty healthy, so that's good, and have made it back, and probably there'll be a few stories told of the heroes that managed to bring a Griffin egg back to town. And as a bonus, you actually managed to take out the Father Griffin, which has been harassing some of the neighboring towns, and so probably have a little bit of favor built up with some of the herders and shepherds as well. So the Temple of Elemental Evil. This is our community campaign game. This is a drop-in, drop-out type of campaign where players every time it'll probably be a different composition, different party. And we do sign-ups for these within our Discord server. We have a Patreon. I always let the people that support our Patreon get priority access to the signups, but oftentimes we've got extra room for anyone else that wants to come in and join us for a game. So please do come and join our Discord so you can come hang out with us and possibly get in a game with us. The next one of these is going to be happening next week on the 21st. So I think we've got pretty much I think Casey will be the only character from this game that's carrying over to that one. So we'll have a whole brand new set of characters to introduce during that one. So with that, I think we're going to sign off here and say goodnight. But as we do, we always like to bring some people over to say hello. And why don't we go and say hello to Defenders of Kobold here tonight. So we'll go give them a raid. Thanks, everybody. We will see you all soon.